On June 28, 1914, a teenager stood on a street corner feeling like a failure. He was broke, he was hungry, and earlier that day, his plan to change history had completely fallen apart. By the end of that afternoon, his actions would help trigger a war that killed more than 15 million people. This is the story of how one wrong turn, one coincidence, and one bullet changed the world forever. Europe in 1914 was a powder keg. Empires were stacked on top of each other. Nations were angry, paranoid, and armed to the teeth. Everyone had alliances. Everyone had enemies. All it needed was a spark. That spark was Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the heir to the Austro-Hungarian Empire. That morning, he was visiting Sarajevo, a tense city, a dangerous city, a city full of people who hated what his empire represented. Lined up along his parade route were 6 young assassins, not trained soldiers, not master planners, teenagers, each of them armed with either a pistol or a bomb, all hoping to make history. The first assassin saw the car and froze. The second lost his nerve. The third finally acted and threw a bomb at the Archduke's car. It bounced off, exploded behind him. Franz Ferdinand survived. Most people would have canceled the rest of the trip right then. Franz Ferdinand didn't. Later that day, he decided to visit the wounded victims at the hospital, but no one clearly told the driver about the change in plans, so the driver took the original route, the wrong route. The car turned down a side street, realized the mistake, and stopped to reverse. Right outside a small cafe. Inside that cafe sat one of the failed assassins. His name was Gavrilo Princip. He had given up. He believed the mission was over. He believed he had failed. He was eating a sandwich. Then he looked up and saw the Archduke's car stop just a few feet away. History had handed him a second chance. Princip stepped forward and fired his shots. One struck Franz Ferdinand. The other struck his wife, Sophie. Within minutes, both were dead. Those 2 shots didn't just kill a man and his wife. They set off a chain reaction. Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia. Russia backed Serbia. Germany backed Austria-Hungary. France backed Russia. Britain backed France. Within weeks, Europe was at war. A war that would redraw borders, collapse empires, and plant the seeds for World War II. All because of a wrong turn. History is often taught like it's driven by geniuses and grand plans. But sometimes, it's driven by mistakes stopped by chaos, by coincidence, and by a teenager eating a sandwich on the wrong day. If you ever think small moments don't matter, remember this one.